What's up, everyone? And how is everybody doing on this wonderful Monday holiday? Happy Labor Day, those of you who are tuning in. So, hope y'all enjoy the VOD.
Today, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Well, I'm back. Let's play some football. It is football night.
We'll see Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons taking on Mitchell Trubisky and the Chicago Bears.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Chicago Bears. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. It's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
I wonder how this defense will play tonight.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Here come the Falcons, and at the helm, their starting quarterback since the day he was drafted back in 2008. Their all-time leading passer, Matt Ryan.
And what a performance he is coming off of. I know that this is a different era of football where we're throwing it around a heck of a lot more, but still, over 500 yards passing.
500.
That's phenomenal, incredible. Let's see if he can take last week's game and carry it forward and have another similar performance.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He was tackled at the 20.
The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. There was no answer for him defensively. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns to boot.
And that was a fun film to watch because a few of those runs, it was apparent he was just not going to be denied. And his team is hoping that that carries over to this week as well.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
I gotta mix up my offensive plays.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Now a draw play for Gurley. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 6.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The sack there by Roquan Smith. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a
Damn it,
different team
I
they're
pushed the wrong
facing,
button.
But they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start with a give to Cohen.
Number 20.
Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out Do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's third.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Falcons grab it, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of the quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Gurley. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point attempt to follow here.
Point after.
It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Bears. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Now
got him.
Pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Dayon Buchanan gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Trubisky. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Complete to.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Open man there is Patterson, complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 15.
1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right.
But when this ball
Thank you.
Intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Kazin. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. That boy showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
A 7-yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Ryan. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Ito Smith. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line.
35-7.
Dropped it to 23.
1st and 10.
38-20.
Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught on the right side by Robinson.
Complete to
the numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 6 catches, 131 yards.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he's off to a hot start here in his first month, and those are the kind of performances you expect to see going forward.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. First down, Chicago.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
Cole Komet.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to keep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
1st and 10.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and
from the shotgun, Ryan. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run it here with Smith. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. This is caught. And he is in
touchdown.
the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just both.
I think my other receiver is out for a while. Doesn't say how long he's out for. Injuries. Ooh, he's out for 4 weeks. He's out for 2 quarters.
Race someone, heck, his car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past him.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
they're on the 24-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
8 yards.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
16 yards, a first down.
These guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Pick up a 3. Brings up
2nd down and 7.
Midfield now. Here's Trubisky.
Sack.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how
3rd down and 13 to go.
There's still a long way to go in this football game. He'll drop this one down to Cohen, and they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy.
So, like,
first
good defense, good tackling.
That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Here's Pat O'Donnell now.
That's what I like to see, the tackling.
21-0 our score after 1.
Falcons 21, Bears nothing.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt.
Okay, that's fine.
The 5-yard line, absolutely ideal.
Just run the ball.
Position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first
Ball
play,
to 9.
they give up a run
Okay.
that keeps an
I
offense
can run the
on
ball.
schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down.
Okay, here
That's
we
what
go.
they talk about us all the time, about being
Shotgun.
ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They go play action now. Ryan.
How?
Complete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
I can't go for it because it's.
On 4th down, the
Shit.
Falcons trot out the rookie punter from Syracuse, Sterling Hofrichter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone.
Fuck.
This is fielded at the 27. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bears take over.
1st and 10 at their own 49.
Now Allen Robinson and company
Damn it.
gearing up to go again on offense.
Come on, defense.
With
We
them
need our
losing
stop.
here in the 2nd quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look
Sack.
under pressure here, and down he goes. Sack back at about the 43-yard line. Deion Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass
2nd down and
protection just
6.
has not been there
Or
this
2nd down
afternoon.
16.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Ball carrier. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good game, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside,
3rd down and 8.
turned
Come
it
on,
upfield,
defense.
and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
That is caught by Cohen.
Go there and make a
He's gonna come
tackle.
up
There
a
you
few
go.
yards short. Brought down at the 45. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness.
What the hell was that?
And pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
I think that was
Bears
deflected.
tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 45. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
He was taken down at the
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons will extend their lead. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro it with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that. Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
5-yard line.
Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? 2nd quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. A 3-yard
on,
loss
defense.
to start the drive. They'll look to make that one and then some on 2nd and 13. Now this
Crap.
one complete downfield on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. That one goes for 24 yards.
Chicago.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is
Damn.
going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments.
Oh, Cohen lost the football. And the Falcons
Thank you.
have it. And a big
He fumbled it.
turnover there as his
That's
guys
mine.
will get the football back.
Thank
There are
you.
two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B.
I'll take that
one
for good
starts with an
measure.
S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see this.
Oh. Didn't work out.
First down now. Here's second down.
Damn.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. Gives this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The Bears on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
I tried to bring pressure, and he got off a little bit too soon before I got there.
Underestimating Tariq Cohen because of his stature when they see him at about 5'6", 5'7". But he can do it all. He can run inside, run to the perimeter, but he also catches the ball really well out of the backfield. And he had more receptions than carries last season. He kind of looks like Darren Sproles, who's been his inspiration as an NFL player. In 2018, Tariq Cohen was a Pro Bowler as well. Has a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming.
Took it down gold.
Perched on him before he could get much out of it.
And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he's into the end zone.
Damn it.
David Montgomery, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to be a much
Okay, I would have
You
to.
do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire
27.
second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
Matt Ryan and the Falcons getting ready to go again here on
8:16 to go in the second
How about
quarter.
the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership, by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give them a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. And this is
One-handed grab.
Spectacular one-handed grab there.
That was beautiful.
17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for
Jeez.
much more from your offense there. First down.
I needed that first down because,
From the
I would hate to send my defense back out there.
And no room that time. Getting it to about the 46.
Hey, dude, pretty good too if I need him to.
Up to make the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The tackle made at the 47.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
I know I'm one of those that overuses certain terms, and this one, explosive, is what we use for a lot of receivers, but that's Calvin Ridley. Nice catch there, and not only is he explosive, he's been very productive. Since being drafted in 2018, one of the top touchdown rates in the league as a wide receiver.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
I was just call that timeout so I can figure out what I'm going to do here.
And no move by Dan Quinn to get the offense off the field. They're staying out there, and they're going for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And left side here, it's Graham. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. 15-yard line. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
At the Bears' 11-yard.
That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone.
Touchdown.
Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this 1st half. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the 2nd quarter. They're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's 2 sides to that coin.
I would agree. So you have to give them credit.
Good
that
tackle.
Means you got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion, anything possible to shake him free.
Get him. Tackle. Good tackling.
Dante Fowler in there to sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Under pressure again.
Tackled, sack.
Goes again.
Good job, defense.
Made his way into the backfield. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin.
Okay, defense. Okay, offense. Let's do it.
And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Tackle made. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing. Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays.
And the Falcons get there.
Boom.
The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tyler Davison able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson.
It's probably because good coverage downfield. That's why it's so good.
As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
35-7.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. After the sack on 1st down, Trubisky got his man complete over the middle.
Thank you.
And the Falcons grab it. And he'll bring this one
He
back
fumbled
to
it.
29.
Complete. A fumble on the play. Recovered.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just...
Man, not down. He was still... Damn it.
Less than 2 minutes ago in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 1st down, Trubisky. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Yeah.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll start out west at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. And it's the Panthers who are out in front. Teddy Bridgewater with a touchdown pass. From there, let's get over to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. Matthew Stafford, 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucks. Tom Brady with a touchdown pass there. In our game, it was the former MVP, Matt Ryan, with a strong first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Ryan. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
That was my bad.
Gonna be set up in the red zone around the 17-yard line.
That's bad.
The way you envision things to start out the third quarter, 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime,
my bad.
Play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere in that script did it have that result.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line.
Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he is caught at the 7-yard line.
Shit.
And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Trubisky. And they're going to get to him a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Sack of the afternoon. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Ball carrier.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them.
Yeah, he dropped it.
I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing.
That was bad.
He dropped it. Couldn't
Right to him. He was wide open. He just dropped it.
6 points incomplete.
Then he's got to set up for 3.
4-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that drops the deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit...
At least it's points. 35 to 10. I mean, I'm not judging on that. That's just points. I mean, you got to have points.
For its next possession. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the
But
ball.
I will understand decision making.
Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Smith. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Ryan. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And brought down.
There was some pressure coming. They were bringing the house.
Facing a 4th down,
I wouldn't have gotten that off. They would have got me. I saw the blitz. So
there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays,
that was
all these
a
receivers
good idea.
work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From just shy of midfield, Ryan.
Blitz coming again.
Hook up to Gage. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Smith. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now
they're doing my receiver, but somehow he catches it. Man, that was right to my receiver, and somehow, oh man, come on,
And the best part
cheap.
is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And boy, that
pressure
one
on
drops
him.
incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 1 yard. And the Bears 1st down.
1st down, a run with Cohen. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot.
Come on,
and stacked
get him,
the
guys. Come on.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Out of the gun, Trubisky.
Come on. Intercepted. There you go. Thank you.
It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
Trubisky's pass.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
To the right side and complete to Hurst. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. They couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Trying to punch it in with Smith. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Gurley. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
The ball carrier.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand can, I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So it's an old school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine
I can probably could live with that. 3 points. I was looking for 7, but couldn't get it, so it's okay.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
38-10.
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Come on, defense. Defense is good, so.
Find someone.
You get him. There you go. 3rd down and 8.
3 yards.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it.
This coverage downfield has been fantastic.
It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Yeah.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
38-10.
The uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams.
38-10. Come on. You're down in 9.
Put it all the way down.
There you go. That's what I was looking for.
The best way to do it.
Big gash right in the hole.
And
another 1st down.
He's hit and dropped. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Ryan lets it fly for Treadwell. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
2nd and 10.
On the draw, this is Smith. Not much room to run. Just gets it to the 35 after showcasing his tough running. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
So 1 1st down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. There's Anthony Miller as they trot back out to go on offense. So glancing at these numbers, I think they tell a story of, hey, early on he got hot, he got their attention. They've been able to hone in on him, shut him down a bit.
He certainly did get their attention, and that's the ultimate compliment for a player, that when you come out in the 2nd half, all of a sudden there's extra guys around you, there are different coverages rolled your way. That means you've done something really well. Now it's up to him to make his own adjustment and find a way to beat the new defenses he's facing.
2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter.
Here's the run to Montgomery. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there.
Montgomery, the ball carrier.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
3rd down and 8. 3rd down and 6.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Trubisky. Throw left side complete. It's Cohen. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker
38-10 still.
out of the backfield, out in some open space.
Defense is decimating.
Nowadays, they run like
No, don't touch it.
A lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this.
Kind of hard to run against this defense.
The case. Maybe right
Man.
now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
It's hard to run against these guys. They're kind of stout with against a good playing against a really good Bears defense. Didn't catch it. Knocked it out of my hands.
Job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Falcons send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. On first down, it's Montgomery, and they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He's got the first down here inside the 30, and he gets this one down to the 24. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of moves into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe
got him.
Gonna get him. He's sacked back around the 20.
Number 96.
Davison able to record his 5th sack of the season. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Thank you.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind.
That's how control I can get in this game. Fucking Bears defense keep my running game in check.
Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.
Just trying to make some kind of yardage in this running game.
Able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Jeez.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show
I need that first down.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scout
I need that first down.
They think he's going to get the ball. He has
38-10.
for finding his way open and completing the connection.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Man, 58 just slaughtered me.
3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
It's 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
4 yards.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Touchdown. Finally.
Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off.
45-10.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
The throw complete. Trubisky to Miller. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 47-yard line.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he's got it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cole Kmet with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears are in for 6.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
And Cleveland is
3-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
28-10.
Here's
the final. Wow.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting
45 to
ever
17
come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. They'll run with Smith.
Got a first down.
Have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Keep my defense off the field.
They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th.
They've been doing their job. Now it's time to do my job.
Stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
His 49-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Smith. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st.
Man,
this is just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down,
no
they had
shit.
to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
4th down. Here's Ryan. And that's caught by Smith. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13 and the decision to go for it. Looks like a smart one. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way.
Number 94 has just been.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The Bears' 37-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Smith in on the tackle. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set.
To score, Falcons 48. Bears 17.
Yeah, I know. The Bears defense ain't playing.
So it's 3 more points points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this carries into the end zone, and Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, I haven't met an NFL player yet that doesn't use criticism.
3 minutes, but we're going to 2 minutes in the fourth. 48 to 17.
He didn't put up the numbers he should have put up in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers. I think he's going to play with a huge chip on his shoulder. Nice catch there, and he wants to show flashes of that form.
48 to 17.
In his career with New Orleans and Seattle.
Trubisky's throw pulled in by Robinson, and that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from
First
the
down and
33.
10.
Trubisky to throw again. He completes this into the hands of Miller. That catch good for only a couple. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great
Take it down in 8.
with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him, but after this one's done, you just feel like at the
2:25 to go in the fourth quarter.
And definitely not a lot of answers.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
4th down in inches.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And Robinson with a big catch. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. No reason not to try it there. He's going to be sacked. Back in the
Like the blitz.
Leroy Reynolds coming in hard there on the blitz. And
comes the blitz again.
7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. And that is incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
25-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Complete.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now Ito Smith. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They keep it with Smith on first down. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Bears didn't use their timeouts on that. So 48-20. 48-20.
Boy, were they clicking.
think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
21 to nothing in the first, 14-7, 33, 10-10. Actually, I think defense kind of stepped up a little bit in that, because I was having a hard time running the ball and throwing the ball down the field. Big plays. This guy wanted to be a speed rusher. Speed rusher. No, I want to stop the run.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Start your week by installing your game plan.
I'll be right back, y'all. I'll be right back. Alright, y'all. I'm going to sign this one off. And pretty much, I'm just going to look at a few things. Alright, y'all, I'm going to sign this one off. And then when I return to this tomorrow, we'll play against the Green Bay Packers. And then we'll move on into the, I think it's away, yep. So, in Green Bay, in Soldier Field tomorrow, we'll play against the Green Bay Packers. And then we'll get into the Carolina, Minnesota, Detroit, and Carolina. So, hope you all enjoyed this. Thank you for watching, and I will see you here tomorrow. More of this NFL 2021, NFL Madden 2021 football run. I will see y'all then. I'll see y'all tomorrow for more of this, and probably some Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 1. This or Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 1. I will see y'all then. See y'all tomorrow. To do for now. Bye, see ya, and ta-ta.